Hello, everybody. This is part one of my series on acrylic paint and how to use it for nails. You can use acrylic paint on natural nails and also on acrylic nails. First thing I want to talk about is the types of acrylic paint. You could use just about any type of water-based acrylic paint on any type of nail. And you could use it for nail art, but you could also use it like it's nail polish. And these are the different types of nail art paint that I use. Americana, apple barrel, um, cement codes, folk art, my studio. And this right here is a tip from a YouTube, not YouTube, from a Instagram friend of mine, and I will have a link to her page because she has awesome nail art and art in general. She has the best tips on brushes and everything, and I will have a link to her page. But if you mix this with your acrylic paint, it'll help keep it from drying too fast. So let's get started. Okay, now I'm showing you how the two acrylic paints look when you first take it out of the tube. This is how the white looks, and this is how the consistency that you want your paint to be. You want it to be nice and loose, but not too loose, because then you'll be working with watercolor type paint. But you don't want it to hold its shape like this is. So you want to add a little bit of water, not too much, to it, just a bit, and mix it. And you could use anything as a palette. I like to also use, to keep my paint in, if I'm in a pinch, the tops of coffee cans and even some paper plates. That also works very well. Now, after you have it mixed, make sure you clean whatever you're mixing stuff with in between each mixing. And the same thing with the brush that you use. Clean every so often when stuff starts to get gunked up, because you won't be able to get a very clean line or get clean dots or whatever you're doing. So what I did first was paint my nails white. And I'm going to take a flat angle brush. This is just what I chose to use. You can use just about any brush. And paint my nails with the blue paint. Like so. If I look a little wonky and shaky, it's because I'm reaching over the camera to try and paint this. And don't worry about getting it on the side. A little Q-tip dipped in acetone, or a eyeshadow brush dipped in acetone to get this right off, or even dipped in water if you don't want to go that harsh. And the good thing about acrylic paints is they dry super fast. So that's another plus of acrylic paint over nail polish. So I'm going to just paint another nail so I can show you guys what it looks like. And I'm done. Now, while we're waiting for the paint to dry, I'm going to talk to you guys about the difference in the different types of paint. Some paints can be oily. Like I find that the folk art paint can be very oily when you use it. And the Americana paint is very loose, so if you're just starting out, you might want to try that. And paint is really inexpensive. It's like 88 cents on sale, and it's really like $1 a tube, and it stretches and goes a long way. Once all the nails are dry, as you can see with this middle finger, it dries a matte finish. So once all your nails are dry, before you try to attempt any design, might want to paint it with a top coat, a fast drying top coat. So I painted the rest of my nails with a fast drying top coat. So I'm going to just paint this middle one. And it dries pretty quick. And as you can see with the middle and the pinky and whatnot, it comes out looking just like a nail polish would. And you can stop there and leave it at that. And you can zoom in. I'll zoom in so you guys can see that this looks just like regular nail polish once you get it on. Now you could attempt to do designs on your nails with the acrylic paint.